Have you ever finished work and your eyes just feel cooked? I thought my setup was fine, a screen bar and a little lamp. But turns out that combo was slowly killing my eyes. Then I swapped in this, the Litones EaseGlow, and it completely changed how my home office feels. Let me show you what I mean. So this was my old setup. One screen bar mounted on the monitor and this little desk lamp off to the side. It worked technically. But here's the thing. The light was super uneven. The area right in front of my monitor was this bright, focus beamed, and everything beyond that, pitch black. It's what people call the cave effect. And once you notice that, you cannot unsee it. Your monitor looks like a glowing wall inside a dark cave. Your eyes are constantly jumping between bright and dark zooms. And that constant contrast shift is exactly what caused eye fatigue. I didn't realize how bad it was until I started recording footage on my desk from across the room. That wall behind the screen is completely swallowed in shadow. It's cozy for about 5 minutes, and then it just feels exhausting. Now, screen bars are supposed to solve eye strain, and sure they line up your desk nicely, but they don't balance the space around it. Your wall stays dark, your eyes keep walking over time. That's where the Lit One system caught my attention, because instead of just lighting your desk, it lights your whole space in layers. And that's what we are about to test. Alright, it's time for a quick change. The old setup goes out and here comes the Litones EaseGlow. This lamp is part of their Edge series and I will give them this. Installation took me less time than brewing a cup of coffee. You literally just clamp it onto your desk, plug it in, and that's it. Now that is in place, let's see what happens when we turn off the room lights and switch this on. Pretty great, right? Let me show you why this light just feels so comfortable to be around. The EaseGlow have two light sources, one facing down at your desk and one shining softly back toward your wall. So instead of blasting light straight at you, it spreads illumination naturally, kind of like daylight reflecting off walls. When I feel from across the room, the difference was immediate. The wall behind the monitor wasn't dark anymore, it has a soft, balanced glow. That harsh brightness gap between the screen and the wall gone. Your eyes stop constantly adjusting and everything feels calmer, more open. I ran a split screen test. Left side was my old setup with the screen bar, right side was my new video conference light. The difference was huge. The old side looked like I was working in a tunnel, and the right side looked like a real creative workspace. After a week of using Lit Ones, the tired, heavy eye feeling at night was gone. And I know it's not some placebo. It's just easier on the eyes because there's less contrast to fight. Your eyes finally get to relax and you can actually focus longer without feeling strained. Now, this is the part I didn't expect to appreciate this much. The EaseGlow's arm is 33-inch long and is fully adjustable. Compared to a screen bar that's stuck in one place, this one moves with you. When I'm typing, I point closer to the keyboard. When I'm reading or sketching, I tilt it down to soften the light. And when I stand up for work, I swing it higher to keep the brightness even. It's basically a lighting assistant that always knows where to shine. And the adjustable lamp head means zero screen glare. Even with glossy monitors, you get full brightness with no reflections. It's flexible, practical, and way more productive than the static line I used before. This little punk right here is the wireless remote, and it's easily one of my favorite parts. You can control everything just by feel. Rotate to adjust brightness, push and rotate to change color temperature. You don't even have to look at it. Your hand just knows what to do. It's like volume knob for lighting. I keep mine on the left side of my desk, so when I switch between editing and reading, I can just tap and twist to match the mode. During the day, I go for cooler lights. It keeps me focused. At night, I warm it up, and the room instantly feels softer and more relaxed. It's those small, tactic details that make the setup feel personal. The lamp also have touch controls so you can just tweak setting right on it. One lamp already changed the space and actually enough to line up a dual monitor setup. But I added a second one for the ultimate shadow-free workspace, and this took my setup to another level. I placed them symmetrically, one on each side of the desk. The result, no shadows anywhere. Every inch of the desk is evenly lit. The wall behind it is perfectly balanced. Even when I move around, the lighting stays constant. It doesn't just look professional, it feels professional, like those studio setups where everything is tuned for focus and comfort. Each lamp has its own wireless remote, so you can fine-tune both sides independently. Make one side warmer, the other cooler, or match them perfectly. It's not something everyone needs, but for anyone who spends long hours at a desk, it's a seriously worthwhile upgrade. After a full week of living with this setup, I honestly don't think I could go back. The before setup looks like a completely different space. Harsh lighting, dark corners, and constant eye strain. The after with the EaseGlow, bright, balanced, and calm, and actually inviting to walk in. We spend so much time optimizing our screens, chairs, even keyboards, but lighting usually comes last. And yet, it's the one thing that affects how we feel every second when we are at our desk. So this isn't just another piece of tech gear, it's an investment in comfort, focus, and eye health. If you work late, edit videos, or just want your setup to feel right, this is the one upgrade I would absolutely recommend. Once you have seen what proper lighting does for your space, you will never look at your old lamp the same way again. Anyway, that's been my before and after with the Litones EaseGlow. I will leave links down below if you want to check it out. And I would love to hear how you light your workspace, especially if you have been finding that same cave effect. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.